they think that the definition of roles has helped this team to lead to this streak. In that spirit, how would you define your role and what you figured out about yourself over these 8 games?
I mean, I think any bench player, especially on a team like this, has to embrace coming in and not really knowing, fully what you're going to have to walk into. Each game's different. There's games like tonight where we're, a little bit come out a little bit flat, and it's the bench's job to kind of try to get us going. So that, I'll give Tyler Johnson credit. He came in, started picking up the ball, and then there's been nights where he's made shots and certain other guys have had to make shots and take on defensive matchups. So it kind of changes from game to game, but you just got to be willing to come in with the right energy, have the right energy all the time. I think that's number one. And, understand that every game might have a different role, I guess you could say.
Thank you.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Landry, I know earlier this season when you were struggling, you kept saying, I'm going to just continue to trust my work, and that you knew that your shot was going to fall because it had fallen in the past. But I'm just curious, at any point in that trusting your work, did it become difficult to do that because the shots weren't going down even though you were putting in the work?
No. I trust my work. I know I'm doing all the right things. I can go to sleep at night knowing that, I'm giving everything I have to, this game and this team and doing the right things for my teammates. So anything beyond that's out of my control, and I've chosen to, succumb to that and let go, and that's where I'm at.
Rachel Nichols with ESPN.
Hey, Landry, hope you're well. Just wanted to ask, you played with so many different stars around this league in your career. What's distinct about playing with James and Kyrie and Kevin when he can be on the court?
Yeah, I mean, each one of them brings so many different things to the table. I've been fortunate, like you said, so I've seen some incredible players in a short 3-year window. It feels like about 10.
Right.
But I mean, James, I think the biggest thing I learned playing with him is how much of a facilitator he is, how willing he is to, and just how smart he is. He understands how to get guys in the right situations. He wants to pass the ball, move the ball. Everybody looks at him as this, I'd always thought everybody looked at him as this just isolation, one-on-one scorer, and that's all he does. But he's smart. He understands the game, knows how to get guys involved. Kyrie can come in and be a spark and just explode. And then Kevin Durant's Kevin Durant. I don't really have to say anything past that. So, I'm lucky to play with them. Glad they're all on our team, and, just going to continue learning how I can make their lives easier, and hopefully we can take this thing a long way.
I mean, there are guys who they're big star players who make their role player teammates' lives easier or not. Where do these guys fall on that range?
Yeah, they're all in there. I mean, James, especially since him coming in, I think, he's a maestro. He knows how to, facilitate things and get guys involved and get us good looks offensively and get us in good rhythm. And then, all of them. I mean, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving both draw an extra set of eyes every possession too, and they're willing passers. So, it's been great playing with them. And yeah, I love it.
Thanks so much.
Yep, no problem.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, Landry, got 2 for you. One, following up on Christian's question, was there a point or a lesson or what have you where you became more, I guess, process-oriented than results-oriented? How did you come to that? And secondly, just your initial reactions of Nick's game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always been my biggest critic. I've always been a little overly hard on myself, but I think a lot of guys in the NBA could say the same thing, and that's why a lot of us are here. And it's a balance. It can be a vice, it can be a blessing. But for me, I mean, I just had to learn, like you said, it's a process. It's about what I do on a day-to-day basis. It can feel like, with the media and with, the pressure I put on myself and whatever, that it's so bottom line and it's how you did tonight and that's it. But just trusting in what you do on a day-to-day, you're doing the right things, knowing what you have done in the past, what you're capable of, and just trusting your process. That's kind of where I've learned to trust in that, and it's been valuable. How he played tonight was great. Loved his energy. He was getting himself going on the sideline. I loved his drive, and we've seen how hard he's been working to try to get back healthy. So it's cool. You're happy for him to get back out there and contribute tonight and play a lot of minutes and help us get a win.
Last question, back to Christian Winfield with the Daily News.
One more for you, Landry. Just how would you describe, I guess, Kyrie's leadership style?
Yeah, he's expressive and he's passionate. That's who Kyrie is. And he's going to tell you what's on his mind, and he's spiritual, and I love Kyrie. I think a lot of people don't understand him, don't get exactly where he's coming from, his mentality, and a lot of people fear what they don't understand. So I think, it's been great to be able to be around him, be in the locker room with him, get to know him as a person, not just a basketball player, but a person. And, I know he believes in all of his teammates, and he wants the best for all of us.